Hello, thank you for joining us here at Method Field. We are here to watch the men's lacrosse team take on the current team versus the Alumni. My name is Andre Corbett.
And I'm Tally Smith.
And we're going to be your play-by-play color commentators for the day.
Go Pack. Hi, and thank you for joining us. We're at Lower Method Field with the NC State men's lacrosse team in their annual alumni game. I'm Tally Smith.
And I'm Andre Corbett. I'll be your play-by-play commentator for the day.
And I'm doing color.
And here we've got the current team taking on the Alumni, like Tally said. It should make for a fun-filled game today on this beautiful Sunday. It was a bit brisk earlier, but now we've got some great weather for some lacrosse going on. You think so, Tally?
Yeah, it's pretty outside. It's a little warm, but we'll get through it.
Yeah. So outside of that, we've got a great crop of players going on today. Essentially, with this game here, we've got a test of their skills going on here. We're going to find out how well the new rookie lacrosse team is going to do against a group of seasoned veterans here today.
This game is always tight, so it's definitely going to be an interesting game.
And being that it is NC State, we're going to see a lot of physicality, of course. We also want to see how much the seniors, the alumni, taking on the rookies. How easy they take it on the rookies, or lack thereof. And welcome back to Method Field once again. It's Andre Corbett here once again with Tally.
Hi.
And we are here to cover the annual alumni game with the men's lacrosse team. We have our alumni in the red, and we have the white with the current team this year.
It's looking like it's going to be a good matchup. We're running a little bit behind, but we'll get started soon. It's looking like they're starting the first face-off. If the ref would put the ball down. And we're off.
Oh, and he just got a body check from the alumni. Number 34 just tossed it over to number 23, who just ground scooped it up.
We got a little bit of fighting over there. Here we go. Looking like it's going to be an early toss to goal if they can get it in from behind.
The current team
and
just scored.
Goal. Only less than a minute in, I would guess, into the game, and we already have a goal. It's looking like it's going to be an interesting game. Let's see if the alumni can match up with the current team. I know the current team has been doing a lot more practice than the alumni would be, so.
Yeah, and what you can expect is a very fast-paced game. There's a lot of movement, a lot of scoring, so we'll just have to see how well that the current team can maintain that momentum throughout the rest of the match.
At the same time, though, we have to see if the alumni are up to par because they probably haven't played in a little while, so.
That's very true as well. Now we have them back up for the face-off once again.
Checking the distance between the sticks. And we're off. Looks like the alumni got the ball.
Oh, and
no,
now the current lacrosse team has it. Oh, lots of body checks.
Gonna trip, gonna fall down a little bit. Ooh! Just gonna give him a little hug real quick.
And the ball is going towards the current lacrosse team once again. Making their way downfield.
We've got a good pass there. We're gonna see if, yep. Let's see if they can get another goal in here.
Maneuvering the ball across the field. Looks like the current team is trying to make a play to move in closer to that goal.
Yeah, the offense is definitely doing a good job right now. Defense just kind of chilling by the middle line. It's always fun to kind of look over and just see that.
A lot of quick movement, trying to stay out of the crease zone.
Yeah, because if you step in that half circle, you get automatic penalty, right?
Absolutely. And generally, we do have the three types of penalties, of course. You've got your technical penalties, got your personal penalties, and you've also got your, lastly, you've got your major penalties.
It's looking like our defense is having to kind of initiate, well, maybe not. And we're back onto the alumni side of the field. Good pass, good catch. by, I believe, number 30 on the current team. He's doing a lot of good tossing and catching, as is Lacrosse.
He's trying to position it, but the Alumni defense is just really overwhelming right now.
Ooh, and it's out. Wow, it is really out. I think it's on the street. Yep, that almost hit a car.
Almost hit a car, almost put a dent in the car.
Yeah, whew. That would not have been fun. Well, and we're back in play.
They're not playing softball out here.
Yeah, no. I would not want to get hit by one of those balls. Let's really hope it doesn't come over here.
Oh, and now the current team caught it. He's making his way in.
All right, they're going behind the net, maybe. It's out again. We need to really work on our accuracy a little bit with our passes so we don't hit any more passerby.
And this is a really good test, you know, for them to go against some seasoned veterans like we were talking about before. For them to really kind of see where they stand in regards to playing other teams later on in the season.
Exactly.
As a test of their mettle.
Exactly. Sort of playing against these older people that they've played with before, that they already know the moves of. It's kind of a practice round. You know, there's no real consequences for winning or losing for either team.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's just sort of a fun game to
We have some substitutions coming in for the current Lacrosse team.
All right.
Numbers 44 and it looks like 26.
As well as some subs for the Alumni as well, 31-22.
And the
And
Alumni
the ball is
finally,
out again.
Yeah, the Alumni finally got down to the other side of the field for the current team, but just weren't able to capitalize on the opportunity.
Yeah, I can definitely say compared to football, this is a very fast-paced game. It's a lot more, it's a lot more interesting to watch. You know, there's not really any stop and start. You just check a ball in and keep going. I'm sure the refs have just like pockets full. You know, I'm still looking at one ball that went out. It's just kind of chilling.
He's trying to find the best way to maneuver for a pass, it looks like.
Not stab that guy in the face with your stick, though. That could have been a really bad penalty if he'd made contact.
Here they go, still passing it on the outside. Trying to find a way to break the current team's defense.
Oof.
Oh, he lobs it at the goal.
Good save by the goalie. Goalie's going around the back of the goal just to sort of make sure no ball's going to go in. It's a good catch. Let's see if he serves it back out. Ooh, some substitutions running back in. Nice catch. And the current team is running back off towards the goal.
Number 22 trying to decide the best way to proceed.
Yeah, almost got hit by a stick right there.
So we're not seeing a lot of contact right now. I think the Alumni are just trying to find the best way to defend.
Yeah. I'm sure as the day goes on, there'll be a lot more contact, especially since these guys know each other. They're more likely to just sort of run into each other. But at the same time, there's probably a lot less aggression happening out in the field right now. So
it looks like they're trying to make it attempt to capitalize on scoring.
Just whack him with your stick a little bit more. I'm sure that'll work. There's a mess of dudes.
Got lots of stick checking going on. Number 12 is moving in. Looks like he's getting ready to score.
Got hit away by one of the Alumni, and he's running up the field. All right, it's back on the current side of the team. Current team side. There we go.
They're trying to make a fast break for that score.
Yeah, our defense is sort of running to catch up, and it looks like it's going back over on their side. Let's see who gets it. Ooh. It looks like
a lot of great effort. I tell you what, the veterans are not going easy on the current team today.
Oh, absolutely not.
But they still do have a chip on their shoulder just this far in the half, in the quarter, and that they still haven't scored yet. The rookies still have scored on them already.
Yeah, so it's 1-0 right now, correct?
That's correct.
Yes, so we'll sort of see if the Alumni can stack up. It looks like they're kind of keeping the ball on their side of the field, so not really a lot of opportunities for the Alumni to score.
Got number 9 on the current team.
Gonna try and make it through. Oh, no.
Stick checking.
Stick checking with that longer stick, which I believe the defensemen are the ones that use the longer sticks, correct?
That's correct. Only 4 long sticks allowed in the game, and only the defense can use
it. And the current team gets another goal. So that is 2-0.
I guess we should worry about the current team taking it easy on the veterans then, right?
Yeah. It's looking like our little scoreboard over there says 2-12, but that is not entirely the case.
It's like you mentioned too. The veterans haven't played in a little while.
Yeah.
How do you think that really affects their game?
Well, I really feel like, I'm sure these guys probably go to the gym just as often as they ever did, but at the same time, they're not going to the regular practices like the team is, which is kind of keeping them from doing their best at lacrosse that they could.
I absolutely. Oh, another face-off here.
And a wrestle. Just punch each other. Yep, that's how you do it.
Lots
Just
of body
hit.
checks, stick checks going on here now.
God, I can hear the clicking from over here through my headphones. All right, it's looked like they might have an opportunity to score here. Nope, never mind. The current team has it and chucks it back over to the Alumni side of the field.
That is some fantastic defensive part of the current team.
They're both missing, picking it up with their sticks.
Oh, the veterans have it again.
Getting a little clumsy here, maybe trying to get a little cocky with their 2 goals.
Oh, see number 31 on the veterans trying to find the best way to score. They're down 2-0 now. So there's a little bit of pressure on them to try to actually get back in the game.
Yeah, I just hit the pole of the goal trying to get it in, but couldn't really wrap it around. Let's see if these alumni can stack up. You can hear the coaches yelling from both sides trying to get the teams to, ooh.
Oh, we have number 31 coming around. Lots of stick checking going on there.
Yeah, 18, take him.
Number 43 with the ball.
Oof.
Oh, and he
it's out.
overshoots the goal.
Another ball's probably coming. Oh, are they using the same one? And check it back in and back into play. It's definitely.
Oh, got some body checking going on there too.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the Alumni have a goal. It is
score.
now 2-1. It looks like the current team was getting a little full of themselves and might have been taking a little easy on the Alumni and allowed a goal to get in because the ball actually was on the current team's side of the field for a lot longer than it has been for most of the game. Maybe they used all their energy in the first little chunk there.
And that's always a big thing you have to worry about. Not getting too ahead of yourself as far as scoring goes, because you don't want the other team to feel like you're letting up at all.
Exactly. It's definitely a marathon, not a sprint. You can't get all your goals in the first half and then just hope that they won't, come back with a second wind or even a third wind.
Oh, lots of body checking going on once again, but the veterans do have the ball. They're now making their way down the field, hoping to even up the game. Oh, and they overshoot the goal.
It looks like it is out again. Some yelling from the coaches. All right, and back into play, it looks like. Looks like one of the defensemen, nope, did not block the pass. Well, one of the Alumni just stepped on one of the cones that marks the outside of the field, but oh well. This game doesn't really have any stakes. It's more just for fun.
I think that's the main part they want to emphasize, even though it is just the Alumni game. It is just as competitive as any regular season game.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
neither team wants to lose, but also at the same time, it's about emphasizing that fun, too. You don't want to forget that these were your brothers you're playing with just last year.
Yeah. That being said, though, they are definitely not holding back with the checks. They are slashing at each other and running into each other and all that fun stuff that you tend to see with lacrosse. All right, back in play. It looks like it's going to pass over. Yep, to the Alumni, the defenseman. See if he can pass it out over or to the goalie. Let's see if he can get it. Yep. They're going to try and get it back over onto the other side of the field.
We have number 1 for the veterans moving down the field. Oh, and he just turned the ball over to the current lacrosse team.
Wow, that is a sprint. Looks like he's going to maybe even make it into the goal. No.
Lots of playmaking going on here, trying to set up the right shot.
Yeah, definitely a botched pass there, almost rolled out into the crowd. There it is. Yeah. We'll see if these offensemen can kind of get their wind back and get another goal in here. He's currently with number 30 right now. He's running around trying to get around the Alumni defenseman, pass to number 12, over to 22 and 31. Just kind of passing it back and forth to get around these Alumni, maybe trick them up. At the same time, though, the Alumni probably know all about the plays that they're making because they've performed the plays before, so there's really nothing they can do to surprise them.
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past these coaches to have a trick or two up their sleeve. Just like the players, I'm sure the coaches are just as competitive. They want to have the bragging rights over the other side, right?
Exactly.
So I'm sure with that being said, that we need to see more playmaking going on here if they really want to score. Because now that the veterans have a leg up and they finally are back in the game, they really want to tie this thing up and end up overall beating the game, beating the current team.
Exactly. If either team wins, they kind of get bragging rights for the year because this is a game that happens every year preseason. So just kind of rub it in the face of your friends like, hey, we beat you. Probably feels nice. See, it's currently running through, I can't really see his number, towards the back of the goal. 23. There we go. Pass it over. The Alumni goalie managed to catch it. He's going to pass it over to his guy. Who's going to sprint it out and over, see if they can get it back on the correct side of the field for them. Or pass it over to the team. Good job.
We can see the current team's defense. They're just ramping it up. They know that the veterans are hot on their heels.
Exactly. It's definitely a lot of turnovers here. A pass that gets botched and passed over to the other team. It seems to be happening a lot to the Alumni. They have to kind of get their wind, or not their wind, get back in the groove. There we go. Look like it's the same couple of guys just trying to get the ball in the net. There's a lot of just passing back and forth, not a lot of super exciting gameplay. Oh, here we go. All right, he's going to try and, nope, did not rush.
Looks like the team's trying to take advantage of all the confusion by passing it around so much so that they can go ahead and actually kind of hit him at an angle.
Exactly, and that was a very good save by the goalie. I believe it might have hit the pole. I'm pretty sure it was the goalie, though. Oh, and the black and play. Let's see if he can wrap it around. He missed. It was a good shot, though. Good try. Wraparounds are always particularly difficult because you have to suddenly change your momentum and the momentum of the ball, and it's a lot of physics behind it that don't always really work out. Let's see if we can get these guys back in here. The defensemen on the Alumni are definitely starting to step it up. They're doing a lot better. I think the 2 goals really got to them.
And I do think you have to give them all the credit in the world for being in a sport like this physical. You think of all the sports we have going on as far as football, and we've got rugby and then now lacrosse too. These are just very intense sports, and the fact that they can maintain this high level of performance throughout all these games, it's just very respectable.
Oh yeah, especially, after graduating when you're not always at your prime, it'll definitely take a toll on your body. I don't know how old some of these alumni are. They might just be graduated seniors, but.
Oh, and the ball is out once again, tossed out by the veterans.
So going to be pass to the goalie, pass over to the other side, see if we can get it. Yep, it's back on the Alumni side. Seems to kind of have set up a home over there. It's a good pass. Going to try and get it in, and it went in. It's now 3-1.
So we have another score.
Yeah, I don't really know what the Alumni are doing, but they're definitely going to need to step up either their defense or their offense. They're kind of trying to play in the middle right now, and they definitely need to step something up to try and get either more goals or defend more, try and get the ball off their side of the field.
I think the coach is going to take the patient approach to this. He's still got 3 quarters left, and we're not even through this first quarter here, so he's got plenty of time to try to catch up and make those plays that really count. They do really need to ramp up on that defense, though. We're seeing the defense, we're seeing cracks in defense way too much lately.
Exactly. At the same time, though, their offense hasn't really been able to bring the ball over to the other side. It looks like there's a penalty happening here. Never mind. See, like right here, they've got the ball on this other side of the field, but it's probably going to leave in 30, 40 seconds. Just because the current team has stellar offense that's managed to take the ball away and pull it over almost every single time.
Oh, lots of stick checking going on right there. Oh, he's trying to make it into the goal, and can the veterans recover the ball? No, the current team has it.
Back over to the current lacrosse team, and it looks like they're going to run it back over to the other side of the field again. So this is exactly what I was talking about. They're really unable to keep the ball on the other side, whether it's their offense or our defense. But either way, they definitely need to figure something out. And I know that it's definitely a long run, but still. See, all right, it's back over on current sides.
I think the vets are trying to be a little bit more strategic in how they approach the goal now. Each goal is going to bring a lot of mounting pressure to it, and there is no tying in lacrosse. So essentially, if you do tie, there's going to go to sudden death.
Yeah. And then, you know, worst comes to worst, I believe there's a shootout afterwards. Yeah, after the. But it's still first quarter, you know, we don't really know if that's going to happen or not. And it's looking like it's not going to happen with the way the scoring is sort of mounting up.
Okay. See lots of stick checking here, and they're trying to block the shot as well. And it's recovered by the current Lacrosse team goalie.
Looks like we're running it back over to the Alumni side of the field.
He's cradling the ball all the way down.
Yep, it is just the ball's permanent home. It's just that side of the field. It sounds like they're trying to make plays. They're shouting out different kinds of plays, but, you know, you don't really know how those plays are going to work out in the end. Everyone seemed to have stopped.
Looks like we have number 13 trying to decide how to best go forward, while we have number 1 for the current team actually heading off to the bench.
All right, there we go. We've got some just tossing back and forth. Ooh, almost hit the ref. Let's not do that.
Yeah, you wonder if the ref's going to have quicker reflexes than actual players nowadays, right?
I know, and they're wearing, you know, no padding. They got pretty much nothing but a T-shirt on. If I were him, I'd get out of the way. At the same time, though, you've got to be close enough to sort of see what's happening, especially with such a tiny ball. And with, like, the stick checks and the slashing and everything, you know, it can get really kind of tricky in there.
Oh, lots of body checking going on there. You got some stick checking going on, trying to work on that defense.
You know, the back players keep kind of getting the ball. It looks like they're going to, yeah, they're not going to let the Alumni team touch this ball.
That's also a good way, I think, them playing really elusive kind of offense like this. They're giving themselves a chance to kind of pace themselves. You don't want to burn out through all your energy. It is going to be a long game.
Oh, exactly. You don't want to, you know, use all of your energy at once. At the same time, though, you know, chucking the ball around, kind of getting it all out at once, maybe getting as many goals as you can in the first quarter might actually be a good strategy, because you can tire out their defense and then just sort of work it from there and play good defense for the rest of the game, not have to score anymore. Ooh, and they have another goal, so it is now 4-1 for the current team.
Goal! I always wanted to do that.
It feels powerful. It's like the coach is kind of signaling someone over.
Looks like we have the coaches making some changes going on. The teams are running off of the field.
Is it a timeout or is it the end of the quarter? I would think
Looks like it's...
Yeah, the goalies are leaving too. We'll sort of see how that
Looks like we have a timeout here.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing that the coach for the veteran team is going to encourage is probably just, again, playing more defense and trying to move the ball a little bit more as far as scoring. He doesn't like the trend of where it's going, clearly, and I think he wants to make some improvements on that. Mm-hmm. Whereas I think the current team's coach, he wants to try to keep up that same momentum they've had the whole game. He knows his coach is going to start trying to make more plays to try to deter them from actually scoring. So I think he's going to try to make some extra plays around that as well.
Yeah, exactly. And it's, like we've been kind of saying over and over again, you really don't want to burn out all of your energy at the same time, or at the beginning of the game. But if you can sort of also burn out your enemy's energy, then there's a lot more sort of defensive strategy that you can pull from there. And as long as they keep sort of keeping the ball on the Alumni side of the field, I'm sure that it'll go a lot better for the current team than it will for the Alumni team.
And and as a coach, you have to kind of remind your players that you guys have done this for several years. You know, you guys are some of the best teams in the area. You guys were a part of some of the best teams in the area. So I think he just needs to kind of remind them of what kind of skills they hone, and that they can overcome this current team if they really wanted to.
Exactly, and they probably have to stop seeing the other team as their friends and start seeing them as. A lot of these guys are still friends even though they've graduated. So you kind of have to step outside of yourself and remember. I think the ref is saying something to the goalies, it looks like.
Now the players are moving back onto the field to continue the game.
All right, the timeout is over. Looks like they both had little chats with their players. They are definitely taking their time getting back into position. You can tell they don't really take this game completely seriously. I can see some of them kind of goofing off with the other team and chatting it up. You want to walk any slower, or?
Yeah, it's all fun and games till the ref puts the ball on the ground, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure they're all going to go hang out after this. Anyways, probably cook out or whatever. As everyone else on campus does. All right, face-off starts, and back in the game.
And the Vets have it again, and they've switched sides.
Wow, the Vets have already scored a goal. Look at that. That's 2-4 now, right?
That is 4-2. Absolutely. The current team is still leading by 2. As I've talked about before, this coach really wants his team to get back into the game.
Yeah, so I guess that was not a timeout, but a switch period.
Yep, that was my mistake.
Yeah, it's all good. We don't have a game clock up where we are sitting, so we have to kind of guess on that part. Let's see how this next face-off is going to go.
And traditionally, that's what they're going to do after each period. They're going to keep switching sides.
Yeah, just to kind of keep it even in case there's something going on with one side or anything like that, like the sun in your face, which we have the good luck of having directly in front of us. All right, looks like, wow, the Alumni are pulling it onto the current team side again. The ball just really likes to live on that particular side of the field. Oh, nope, never mind.
Oh, the current team has it once again.
You missed
and
the
now
ball.
the Vets recoup the ball.
The ball's just rolling around. Oh, there we go. All right. Well, maybe not. Someone's going to get it.
The ground scoop, and here comes the veteran.
Ooh, Jesus.
The veterans really do not want this current team to score anymore.
They really want to keep the ball on that side of the field. Wow, okay, there's some rolling around, some hitting. This game has definitely gotten aggressive. I don't know what the coaches said to them, but they stepping it up. It's back on the Alumni side of the field, but I have the sinking suspicion that it might not be there for long. Let's see who has the substitutions running in. Let's see if they can keep it on the Alumni side of the field. It seems that the Alumni's offense is definitely a little bit stronger than their defense. But that could change. I'm just surprised that they got the goal in that fast. It looked like they just ran it and tried to surprise the team as much as possible. Ooh, okay, well, maybe don't hurt your friend. Let go. This isn't hockey. You don't need to fight. It's all good. All right.
Looks like we have these Vets over here reminding the current team who they are.
Yeah, you know, who's in charge sort of situation. Definitely keeping it on the Vets side of the field. They're doing that pass back and forth maneuver again to kind of get the other team to lose the ball.
Number 1 for the current team, getting some stick checks going on.
The other team's trying their hardest to whoop, whoop. Oh. Well, who has the ball? It's anyone's. It's on the ground. Oh. And now the ref's in front of it.
Oh, right. The current team has recouped it. The veterans have definitely ramped up their defense.
All right, let's see if the current team can keep the ball over here. The Alumni team definitely didn't really do anything with their defense. We just, as long as their offense can sort of get the ball, that's where they're strongest, it seems like. This is also a team of guys that aren't used to playing as a cohesive team. They're used to playing together as a different team. So, you know, all these individual guys maybe haven't played in these exact, you know, orders and lineups before, so it's probably a little jarring for them. All right, the Alumni have the ball. Let's see if their defenseman and goalie can get it back on the other side, get it to their offenseman, see if they can sprint off with another goal.
Getting Yeah, we have the Alumni running down the field.
All right, yeah, don't wanna be. Yeah, there we go. Whoop.
Oh, and he passed
Good
to
catch.
number 99. It looks like
98.
98.
Just lay down on the ground. Just take a nap.
Oh, he trips up one of the current team.
I'm really liking the look of the jersey and no T-shirt underneath it. So definitely a fashion choice some of these guys have made. Ooh, missed the goal. Oh, well, he got it into the soccer goal. That might count for something. Well, someone's out to get it. There we go. Sir, get out of the goal. You're not a goalie. There's one guy in a white jersey with green numbers. I don't really know what he thinks he's doing here, but he's out there.
Oh, look at the veterans trying to score again. Oh, and it's on the ground, and the current team has recouped the ball. We've got a lot of 2-on-1 action with body checking.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, and
knocked the ball out of his stick.
But the current team's recouped it again.
And
number
it's theirs.
23.
Ooh, let's see if we can get it in. Let's see if we can get it in. Ooh, nope. Defense caught up too fast.
Oh, and now lots of body checks going on here.
Yelling at each other, hitting each other with sticks. Violent.
Oh, and the goalie for the veterans has recouped the ball and launched it down the
Missed
field.
pass. Might as well just give it to the current team. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay.
Oh, here come the veterans again. Oh.
It's one of those situations where you don't really know who to root for because they're both NC State.
Absolutely. You don't want to have the other team come try to find you after the game.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we're all NC State students, but they were NC State students. Just kind of everyone in the same team. I don't really know where I'm going with this.
Basically, what Tally's saying is that, we're all Wolfpack. We all want to support each other.
Ooh.
All we do want to. Oh, wow.
The Alumni got a goal, sort of in the middle of our little heartfelt speech.
Do we know what the score is?
Well, we'll
And it
take
is
by
now
saying go back.
4-3, correct?
4-3, that's correct.
It looks like the Alumni are catching up.
They've scored twice in this period alone.
Yeah, in the last couple minutes, so they're definitely might have drank some Gatorade, get their electrolytes back, because they are doing a lot better. Let's see how this face-off goes. This really sort of changes the way the game is depending on who gets the face-off in the beginning. I also really like how they just kind of curl up on the ground. It's funny looking. Yeah.
Who's going to win this face-off here?
Roll around in the dirt. I can't imagine playing a lacrosse game in the rain.
Oh, the veterans had it, and then it got knocked out by the current team, and now number 23 for the current team has it again.
They're also yelling at each other to get a goal. Feels like they agree with me. All right, nice catch.
Now number 22 has it and launches it down the field to number 12.
Gonna get a substitution in with number 21.
I think the current team at this point is trying to find the best method to proceed forward. I don't think they were expecting the veterans to come out as hard as they did this period.
Yeah, exactly. With the veterans sort of, I don't want to say handing them 3 goals last period, but basically handing them 3 goals last period. But now the veterans are only 1 goal behind. It's looking like it's going to be a close match. Don't really know what the scoreboard guy over by the Gatorade is doing with 4-15. I'm sure he'll figure it out, though.
Number 12 with the ball again. Back to number 27, that's what it says. Back to 22. Oh, moving in right by the goal. Oh, and he misses. Number 30 for the current team misses the goal.
All right, it's back in the hands of the Alumni. Let's see if they can pass it over. I'm going to give it to their goalie and chuck it out. Referee's doing a little jog to catch up. All right, there we go. Goalie passes it off to some of his own team. Good catch. They're all yelling at each other. Looks like number 33 tried to intercept that pass, but it did not work. Our 98's got the ball again. Nice ground pass by the Alumni team. Let's see if they can get it in. Ooh, nope. The current NC State goalie managed to catch that and get it out of the way. Ooh.
Oh, hard stick check by the veterans.
Yeah, definitely knocked the ball out of his net, but they seem to catch it back up. Ooh.
Oh, is he going to score?
Ooh.
Is he going to?
Hey!
Oh, and the current team scores again.
It is now 5-3. They're sort of trying to not close the gap, open the gap further. There we go. Ooh, there's a lot of wind.
You can definitely tell they're trying to send messages to each other. These alumni are telling these current team students, we are not going to back down. We're not going to go down easy. But the current team has also responded with every goal too, saying we understand, we hear you, but we're not going to let off the gas.
Exactly. They're also probably yelling all of that to each other too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shouting
Absolutely.
going on in the field. You can't really hear what they're saying too well. Let's see how this face-off is going to turn out. And get the guys back to laying down. And go. This guy's sprinting up, trying to get the ball. Ooh, nice pass. Over for the alumni team. He's going to try and get it off his side of the field. There we go. Good pass to his teammate.
The alumni breaking their way down the field.
Ooh!
Hard miss.
All right, 43, get it in. And the alumni have answered the current team's goal. So it is now 5-4.
To 4, yes ma'am.
Or according to the little scoreboard, 5-16. I wonder when he'll figure that out. These guys are definitely responding back in kind with any sort of goal. They're going to try and close this gap and then maybe even extend beyond, win the game.
Wow, they are just one goal behind as we start off with this next face-off here. It's kind of incredible to see them come back from such a deficit previously.
Yeah, they've got, what, 3 goals this period alone?
3 goals this period alone.
And the other team's gotten 2, or the current team. It's a good drop. He's trying to pass it to the guy behind him. Ooh, that was a nice pass.
Number 31 on the current team, passing number, looks like 39.
All right, and the alumni team got it out of bounds. All right, I believe number 1 in the current team has the ball. I could be wrong. Well, or he's going to sit on the ground for a bit. Yes, he does. Oh, well, not anymore, but he did. He's going to pass it back over.
All right, what's number 1 going to do with this ball here for the current team?
Back to their confusing tossing technique. This might be a thing that they do in lacrosse all the time. I'm not super sure, if we're being honest, but it's definitely an interesting sport to watch and learn as you watch.
Oh.
Ooh, fight.
Lots of stick checking going on there. Now the veterans have the ball and making their way down the field. He's got it cradling down the field.
Yeah, no, these sticks definitely have to deal with a lot of manhandling.
Oh, and that's a nice pass by the veterans.
Ooh.
And he's down on the ground.
Is he okay? Is he good? All right, we've got an injury, it looks like.
Looks like number 4 of the veterans is hurt. They're pausing the game for a moment to check on him, make sure he's okay.
He does not look super okay. He is still curled up on the ground.
Got the refs closing in to kind of find out what the issue is. His teammates.
Do you have any sort of medical? Yeah, we've got medical coming in now.
We've got teammates from both sides, veterans and current team, checking on their former brother and lacrosse arms, I guess you might say.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes. We've got the coach coming over to sort of evaluate what's going on. He is on the ground and not really moving. Oof. That looked like a bad fall. Looked like some sort of leg injury.
Let's just hope that our member of the pack comes out okay from this.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got more medical running over now.
And we've also got plenty of family members down here, families, friends, out here watching the game as well.
He's sitting up, so that's good. They're sort of checking out his leg. Like I suspected, it was probably a leg injury because that fall did not look natural.
Everyone's just waiting and watching and trying to trying to hope that that this player is okay.
It's like everyone on both sides are kneeling and sort of waiting for their friend to come out, okay, see what's wrong.
Oh, and he's up.
He's up, look at that. All right, they're gonna help him off. Yeah, his leg is not looking okay.
We've got the crowd applauding.
It's getting helped off. It looks like he is definitely not going to be playing for the rest of the game.
And they're carrying him out, but he's also got a bit of a limp going on too.
Yeah, he is not putting any weight on the other leg. He is hopping along on the right leg. His left leg is probably real messed up. You know, that'll happen in a contact sport like this. There's always injuries and such that you have to be aware of. You know, they only have armor to protect so much. Looks like his friends are picking up all his stuff from on the field. Probably gonna take him over to the doctor, sort of see what's wrong. Because this is just a club sport, there isn't an on-site, like, medical, like, hospital sort of equipment like there would be at the NCAA football tournament or a football game. You know, where they can just assess on site and stretcher him out. There's always a risk playing these games. You know, it looks like they're pulling a chair over for him. He'll at least get to watch the rest of the game or not be in pain putting pressure or weight on his leg. Looks like the other teammates on the field are kind of talking about it, seeing what happened.
Right, I think some of the players are taking advantage of this small break to kind of reorganize and try to collect themselves before we start again.
Catch their breath, if you will. Get some ice from the ice thing. All right, looks like gameplay is back in session.
We have the veterans with the ball once again. At number 27 on defense.
A whap.
Number
just to sort of remind him
41.
he's there.
It's like, hey, remember me?
Yeah, it's not illegal.
Number 41 making his way down the field.
Yeah.
This current team
You can
does
see
not.
the defense and the offense on the other side sort of walking closer, getting ready in their little pairs. Just in case the ball happens to come closer to the center line.
This current team, they picked up their defense. They do not want these veterans to tie up the game.
Oh! And that was a miss of the goal, and it is out. All right, yeah, just hit him some more.
Oh, we've got some attackers going in. And we have a
another
goal.
6-4, right? Correct? Or no, 5-5.
Yep, the game is now tied up 5-5. The Alumni have come back hard.
I cannot believe the Alumni have scored 4 goals in a single period. It's not even over yet. It's only halftime. The game's already 5-5. These guys are definitely going hard.
And now I think we have a better understanding of why they call that the attack zone in the first half of the field.
Yeah.
Wherever the ball is for the opposite team, because they don't want they don't just score. They literally attack the goal.
It is a physical attack on both ends. All right, let's see. Got the face-off going on. Fight. Oof.
Oh.
And it is rolling around on the ground. No one can really seem to get it. There we go.
Oh, now the current team
not
has
anymore.
it again.
Well, okay,
Oof.
well.
Nice spin move where he dropped the ball and recovered it by number 39 on the current team.
Oof. Botched interception, but at the same time, it did manage to knock the ball sort of out of the way. So, take a little.
So the veterans have knocked it out of bounds.
And then toss the ball back in over to the current team. Let's see if he can sort of sprint in and surprise the defense. Looks like the Alumni team has definitely stepped up their
Number 23,
defense.
passing number 1 on the current team. Back to number 5. Back to number 1. You can hear the coach kind of encouraging his team. You can hear the current team's coach kind of encouraging them to go ahead and try to break through to score.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Ooh, that was a missed pass. It looks like that. Well, it's not quite out of bounds yet. They're going to run it back behind the goal. See if they can. Ooh, another missed pass. They're really trying to take these tricky passes, and they are just not connecting.
Veterans have the ball again. He lobs it down the field.
Off onto their side, off onto the current team's side of the field. See if they can get. There's a little fight for the ball over there.
And these checks, whether they're stick checks or body checks, these checks hurt. These aren't meant to tickle.
You know, these guys are going to come out bruised at the end of this, but overall they still had fun, and that's all that really matters.
Won't hear any coochie coochie goose coming out of this. So we have the current team breaking down the field once again.
This breeze is nice.
I can think the players think so too.
Oh yeah, no, break up the definite heat of the 2 p.m. It's one of the hottest parts of the day. These guys have got to be boiling in all that gear. I can imagine why some of the guys aren't wearing their undershirts, just wearing the little jersey.
So Tally, in your opinion, what do you think this progression of the Alumni does to the mindset of the current team?
I mean, I think this game is definitely showing them, you know, what they could have had if the Alumni were still there, but at the same time, it's giving the team an opportunity to prove that they don't really need the Alumni anymore. So the Alumni winning the game, or tying up the game at this point, is probably sort of messing with the psyche of the current team, like, oh, well, maybe we aren't as good as we thought we are, and we definitely are going to need more practice. But this is just preseason, so.
Yeah, and I'm sure, you know, as they pass it around the field, number 22 moving in to score. Oh, and he misses.
And he loses his stick at the same time.
But what I think is going on is there's this mental evaluation they're doing in their head as they're playing. They're trying to figure out, what are we doing wrong? Or if not, what are we doing wrong? It's not that, but what can we improve on?
Exactly.
How can we stop this offense, which just keeps catching up?
Exactly, and I think as long as they keep it on the Alumni team's side of the field, they should be okay, because the Alumni's defense seems to be a little lacking. But once their offense takes the ball, there's almost no hope, because they can just get it in the net pretty much instantly. The current team is definitely doing a good job of sort of messing with the defense and just making them run circles.
And they're not, as you look at them, they're moving, but they're not moving as much as the defense, trying to figure out where the ball is going.
Exactly.
They're not just trying to find out where the ball is. They want to anticipate where it's going, where it's going to be passed to.
Yeah, and it's definitely got to be confusing down there, hearing all of that shouting, you know, all these guys shouting different things, and you don't know which one you're supposed to listen to and which one is the other team, especially if it's a voice you're, you know, sort of trained to respond to because you've been on a team with them before. That could really mess you up.
Got number 22 for the current team.
Yeah, he seems to be doing a lot of the for the team. Oh, and the Alumni team takes it, and they're going to sprint it back down the field, see if they can get a goal. Oh, is he going to try?
He is outrunning all the current team.
Is he going to try and get it in? No, he's not, but he is going to pass it to his teammate. Maybe.
Oh, on the ground, and the current team has it.
The Alumni team's going to try and hit him with their stick. We'll hit him in the head. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but got away with it. Pass it back and forth between their team members.
Number 1 has the ball once again.
And we're back at square one on the Alumni side of the field with the offense just passing it back and forth.
What I've noticed so far is a lot of number 1 playing the point man position. If anybody watches basketball, it's kind of similar to the point guard. He's trying to make the plays to get that ball in the goal.
Exactly.
He wants to make sure he wants to feed his teammates the ball so they can go ahead and score.
Exactly.
Now he's coming in. Oh! He almost scored. It hit the pole.
I could hear it clink against the pole. All right,
That's
back
the
over.
power.
Well, it looks like the current team has it back over on the Alumni's side of the field.
That's the sheer power they're playing with. You can hear a ball smack like that against a metal railing.
Yeah, you know, with the physics of the lacrosse stick, if you put enough force at the bottom of the stick and whip it, it's going to put an exponential amount of the force on the ball at the end with the...
Oh, veterans have it again. It was almost scored on. They picked up the ball, and now they're making their way down the field at breakneck speed.
All right, let's see
He's
if they
looking
can...
for the open man. Is he going to go left? Oh,
jumping on each
hard
other.
stick check. Oh, and the veterans score again.
It is 6-5, and it looks like it's the last couple seconds of the period, too. If the guy counting down in the background was right.
Wow, these veterans have come behind to take the lead now.
Yeah, and it looks like that is the end of the second period. So with 30 minutes to play, it looks like the six points that the Alumni managed to get, 5 of which were in the second period. The current team really needs to step up and get back, whether it's their defense or their offense. You know, they need to kind of get with it.
I do not know what the veterans coach said to them, but whatever it is, he needs to kind of relay that to the current team as well.
Exactly, yeah.
They need the equivalent of that on their team, because the defense has been pretty good, but the veterans they've took it to a whole other level as far as defense and offense. The amount of scoring, the amount of defensive pressure they've had on them, there's no way they will let themselves be taken by this young group of students. And so with that being said, we now are on the second, we're now at halftime now. We have the players taking the field. And now the players are just kind of taking a rest here.
Yeah, definitely well deserved.
And then also we can see the music. We can hear the music play it. All right, so we'll see you guys in the next half. And welcome back to the second half of the Alumni lacrosse game, men's lacrosse game. So as we saw in the last half, the Alumni have taken the lead after falling behind.
Yeah, and the Alumni actually, as we were saying earlier, managed to get 5 points in one period, which was ridiculous, and actually managed to pull ahead. So the current score is 6-5, and we're going to see, it looks like a face-off. Ooh, please don't hit the ref.
The current team had the ball, and now we see the, whistle blown.
Something happening. Looks like, yep, turnover. And the Alumni team have the ball, and they're going to rush it back over to the current team side. They switched up sides again. So the current team's goal is on the left, and the Alumni's team goal is on the right. So they're going to be passing it around, kind of playing the other team's game, sort of. Excuse me.
Oh.
It looks like it's going to, yep, and it, whoa,
the veterans have saved the ball.
Fight. Take it.
Veterans recovered the ball. Number 11. Oh, nice pass.
All right, let's see if he can get it in, and he gets
it in. The veterans score again.
It is now 7-5. Look at that. Looks like the current team, their initial rush was just using all of their energy, and they're sort of out of energy at this point now, you know, trying to defend their goal, but they don't really have anything left in them.
I'm telling you, these veterans, these Alumni, they are definitely taking advantage of this lead. It seems like it's re-energized them.
Yeah.
You can see that in their defense and their offense. They want to capitalize on this moment, and they want to win this game.
Oh, yeah, and I definitely underestimated them in the beginning, saying, you know, they haven't really played lacrosse in a while, because I guess they have been, because they've been doing a lot better than the team that's been practicing sort of nonstop. Looks like they've got a little...
I think they heard us, and they wanted to...
they wanted to prove us wrong.
Oh, yeah. And the current team has the ball again, number 17, moving down the field.
Piece of someone's uniform just went flying. That's fine. He probably didn't need that. Your goalie going to step outside of his crease to chuck that ball.
Just to make note again, they have switched sides again. Just to let you guys know, they will do that every quarter.
Yeah, just like most other sports. Some sports switch at the half and some switch at the quarter, and this is a quarter sport. All right, let's see. It looks like number 22 has the ball. He tends to do that a lot. He's definitely one of the higher shooters, him and number 1. Definitely seen them with the ball a lot throughout the game. Oh, and to sort of talk about the injured player earlier, what ended up happening was he felt his Achilles tendon pop when someone stepped on it, which is why he was down and out. So that's just a little update on what's going on with him. He should be okay. Just sort of check it at the doctor.
Yeah, that's
nothing too serious.
Oh,
and the current team got the goal. So it is now 7-6. Correct.
In favor of the Alumni.
Yes, but hopefully the current team will be pulling the score back up. It looks like they're really trying hard to make that happen.
I was going to say before they actually scored, we can actually see that pressure building up on the current team. I mean, they can see the veterans capitalizing on this moment, and they do not want to let them take advantage of that. And so I think that if they didn't score, you would have seen that pressure built up on them. It would have either made them stronger or it would have made them collapse underneath themselves.
Oh yeah, and we have no idea sort of what these guys are thinking about as they're out there, but it's got to be rough considering these are guys they used to play with, and now they've graduated and gone on.
Oh, and the veterans already with the ball at the face-off.
Oh yeah, rushing it forward. Oh, nice catch by the
save.
goalie.
Number 42 for the current team. The goalie has caught the ball before it entered the goal.
He's going to step, outside of his crease here to sort of get the ball over to his team, which is ball now on the Alumni side of the field. Looks like number 2 on the current team has it. Going to pass it over to 35, but he's going to miss. Oh, don't step out, don't step
lots
out.
of body checking going on there.
Yeah, just hit him.
It's picked up in the air.
Come on.
Oh, lots of stick checking going on too.
This is not fencing, y'all. All right, just going to sort of angrily throw it down. No need to throw a temper tantrum. All right, and we're back in the game. 9 passing over to, I believe, 13. Can't really see his number. He's kind of moving. Yep, 13. I mean, he doesn't have it anymore, so it doesn't really matter. But
and they recovered the ball, the current team.
you're going to try and get it in from behind, sort of pass it around like they have been.
And they sling it.
It was a miss. I think it might have actually hit someone. I can hear them shouting. They do not sound happy.
Veterans with the ball once again.
Gonna try and get it back over onto the current teams.
We see them slowing down here. It looks like they're trying to make some more plays.
Yeah, instead of just rushing the goal, which, I mean, it worked for them, but you can only do that for so long before your body physically can't do it anymore. And there's only so many players you can rush through. Oh, looks like they saved that. That could have been a goal, but that was a very good save on behalf of the current team. I'm starting to feel a sunburn sort of go on. It's definitely hot out here. I can't imagine how warm these guys are in all this gear.
Yeah, you have to imagine that plays a factor in how they're playing too. Not only are they tired, but they have to deal with the heat too in this gear as well.
Yeah, it was definitely cool earlier today, so they probably stacked up their equipment not knowing it was going to be this hot. You know, the sun can really change the temperature. It can go 30-degree sort of range throughout a day. It's good old North Carolina weather. Never really know what's going to happen.
So we see number 13 has blocked the shot made by the current team.
Oof. Miss pass.
Lots of stick checking. And they're
I heard someone yell there.
The veterans and the current team have collided in a rush to get the ball. 43 on the veterans, making its way down the field.
Ooh, miss pass. Getting a little sloppy here,
now
guys.
the current team has recovered it. Number 18 moving down the field.
They're all shouting at once. They all want the ball. You cannot all have it. There is only one. All right, he's going to run back over to his side.
There can only be one.
He's going to pass it back over to number 22, see if they can sort of get it back in.
Number 35 with the ball again. We've seen him play a lot on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's definitely a good guy to get behind the goal and sort of get the ball around to the front for a quick goal. Oh, and it looks like the ball well, not
loose.
yet.
Oh, the veterans have recovered it.
Almost out. Not quite. Couple inches off.
Number 35 trying to compensate for losing the ball by playing intense pressure.
There's some fancy footwork doing
checking.
there. 35 trying to knock the ball out of his net and not succeeding.
Cradling the ball all the way down the field.
Just kind of standing there. You gonna give it to someone? There we go.
Number 8 on the veterans passing it forward or passing
nice miss. Y'all gonna get really good at catching that ball. This is lacrosse. That is the point. You should probably do that.
Number 13 on the veterans with the ball. Now number 4 on the alumni.
Is that
He's
4?
kind of trying to gauge and measure and see how he can outrun these folks. Wow, look at the aggression they're playing with.
Yeah, it is definitely Tension's sort of building with the score this close. I believe 7-6.
Oh, just past the goal. The goalie has it, number 42.
Gonna pass it over to 22, who's been doing a lot of the plays today. Trying to get it around 31. There we go, over to 18.
Just to give you guys a reminder, the team in the white is going to be the current lacrosse team, or the team in the red is going to be the Alumni.
Well, the red and the black, any color that isn't white, yes. I just sort of pass it back and forth, just play catch for a little bit. All right, now we're playing lacrosse again. Gonna try and get past their defense. Ooh.
Oh, number 22.
And a missed catch, and it goes back over into the soccer net. Sorry, wrong goal.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of a burning hole in that soccer net, though.
Yeah. They've gotten it in there quite a couple times today. It seems to be right past their goal, so it just tends to naturally roll over there. All right, it looks like their defenseman, number 16, is going to run over with the ball. Pass it over to, I can't see his number, 8? Yeah, there we go.
Number 8 moving around, number 19 on the current team.
Pass it over to 1, I believe is his number. I don't know, his jersey's kind of stuck on something.
Number 17 with the ball, moving in.
Are going to try and,
oh, lobs it to try to score. And the current team's goalie has possession of the ball.
Going to pass it back over to number 22. Back over to 2, kind of try and get it back onto the other side of the field. There's definitely a lot of back and forth in this period, which there hasn't been a lot of in the rest of the game. It seems that teams either are tiring out equally or energizing up equally, so they're more equally matched on this round.
Yeah, there seems like they're trying to match each other's pace because they don't want to get left behind again. I know that even though it's only the third period, we still got about at least 10 more minutes to go. I think that they want to I think they should pace themselves during this period and kind of either catch up and score, but then kind of maintain that pace. You don't want to overexert yourself before the fourth period.
Exactly, especially in this kind of heat and this kind of sun beating down. There's not many clouds in the sky, and they are not going to hit us anytime soon.
Because I predict we'll see plenty of action during this period, but the fourth quarter, especially with the score as close as it is.
Where's their goalie? Did they pull a man out?
They pulled. Oh, wow.
It looks like they're one man up.
They're playing the man-down defense.
Oh, no, their goalie was just up and about. He was just playing with them. Interesting. It's sort of a weird tactic, but okay. You're going to pass it back over to the goalie. Maybe he'll run back over again.
Oh, he's back on the field. Gotcha.
No, he was in there the whole time. I think he was up with them, just playing.
Oh, and they lodge it. The veterans miss it.
Into the other soccer net. It looks like they missed the goal. They're started all getting a little less accurate. Definitely getting a little tired with the game. They used a lot of their energy to get all those goals in the second period, or to defend against the goals, depending on which team you're talking about.
So we have the current team moving down the field.
Ooh, just ran into number 31 and 31.
Yeah, 31s collide.
They're going to pass it down to 30. They are yelling at each other to pass the ball. I think that is the point. You don't need to tell him to do that. It's definitely funny to sort of listen to what they're shouting at each other. It can get a little ridiculous sometimes, such as, pass the ball. But like a lot of times.
I think they just want to try to encourage more ball movement because they don't want it to get too static, and they want to encourage playmaking.
Exactly, and not just sort of standing with the ball and doing nothing, which some players have sort of started doing as they've gotten more and more tired. They don't really want to run that much. All right, number 1. Oh!
Oh, nice blocking. Done.
Oh, wow.
By
that
number 21 on the current team.
A little
nice
bit.
Blocking.
That went way over the goal. These guys are definitely getting less accurate. Or maybe they're trying to be a little more careful, not want to pop anyone else's Achilles tendon. Because, this armor can only protect against so much. You step in the wrong place and you tore something. Wow, okay, that was a shout.
Oh, number 1 had the ball and he dropped it. He's trying to scoop it off the ground. Nice blocking attempts by the Alumni.
Ooh, yeah! And the current team scores.
The game is now tied 7-7.
Scoreboard guy by the Gatorades has still not figured out that it is not 7-19. He really needs to get on the ball.
No pun intended, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's in one of the team's back pockets. The other team's leading.
Hey, look, the Alumni have 19 points. What? Wow, okay, a stick just went sailing across the field. I don't think that's how the game works. Everyone's just sort of meandering, taking their time over to the face-off.
Well, let's just hope a chair isn't next to be thrown on the field.
Yeah.
We have another face-off going on here. Which team will take possession of the ball? See a lot of struggling going on there?
Yeah,
it looks like the current team
has the ball. Good pass, good catch. Maybe their accuracy will improve after all. I know these guys are tired. I know it's hot and sunny, but you got some lacrosse to play.
Wow, these veterans are all over number 30 of the current team.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of stick checking.
Let's try to pass. Yep, all right, passes it over to one of his teammates. They're going to sort of pass it back around, see if they can get it closer to the goal and around their defense.
That's a testament to number 8 on the veteran squad. The fact that he's able to keep up with him like that and put that pressure on him to throw the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere.
Ooh,
oh, and the current team scores again.
It is 8-7 to the current team. They might be pulling back ahead. Looks like the Alumni might be getting a little winded.
Yeah, and like I suspected, I think that other coach had the same kind of speech in mind for the current team.
Yeah.
That the Alumni coach had for this team.
Did the Alumni team even have a coach, or are they just kind of an unequal playing field? I don't really see a coach over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure where in position he's on the field, but you hear kind of yelling from both sides of those teams.
Oh, yeah. And you can see the little pairs off on either side just sort of chatting. You know, they definitely know each other. They're kind of goofing around. Like, this is a... While it can be kind of aggressive, it is still, in and of itself, a friendly match. You know, there's really no stakes besides maybe, someone has to buy someone else dinner.
Oh, current team with the ball again.
He is sprinting
rushing towards the goal. Oh, and he lost the ball.
Ooh, that was a good spin.
Alumni with the ball again. Oh, and the Alumni now lose the ball.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, lots of collisions going on here.
Y'all okay? Okay, let's not hit each other, please.
It's just a testament to how much both teams want to win.
Exactly, yeah.
Wolfpack or not, the Wolfpack, the Wolfpack teams, no matter which team it is, for which sport, they're all just a very competitive, high-level people.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. And, the Alumni team probably trying to really get another goal in to match it up, maybe have another period like they had last time where they had 4 or 5 goals in a period.
Number 19 had the ball and lost it. Veterans launch it down the field. Oh, Veterans have recouped the ball. Number 31.
Oh,
number 30.
Oh!
And the Veterans score, tying up the game. It is now 8-8.
Or 8-20. My dude, when are you going to figure this out? We've been here for 45 minutes now. I guess no one wants to tell him.
That's what I love seeing about this game, though. We're seeing such a match. We're seeing each level of intensity matched. We're seeing answer for answer from each score.
Oh, yeah. It's back and forth a lot more than it has been the past 2 periods. These guys definitely thought about it, got a lot of rest during the halftime, and are ready to come play lacrosse. All right, let's see how this face-off is gonna turn out.
Oh, and the current team with the ball.
He's gonna pass it over to his goalie. Sir, I don't think you're allowed to be in the crease like that, but okay.
Back to the goalie again.
Pass it over to his teammates. Let's see how that... Oh, well, he's gonna walk pretty far for that. Juke him out for a bit. There we go. Oh, and he passed it to the Alumni team. Let's see if he can get back to the goal in time to defend the goal. Oh, that would have been such an easy goal if they had just gotten around him. That's why goalies need to stay in their creases, because that can tend to happen.
Current team back with the ball once again.
Gonna pass it over to 17. Gonna just run into the ref. There we go.
We see him get cut off by one of the veterans, number 43. Number 2, trying to figure out how to best pass the ball.
Number 17 just laying down on the sideline, it seems like. Gonna pass over to 12, who's gonna run it behind the net, try and get it over to 30, who makes the pass. Gonna cradle it.
Number 30 slings it number 1.
Number 9. Let's see if they can get it back into the net. You got to really guess kind of what they're thinking here, and it's a lot easier for us to see from over here than it is for them to see on the field. So you've got to definitely give
that's some body
credit
checking
where it's
going
due.
on there with number 1 getting knocked down on the current team. Number 30 with the ball again. They're really trying to position this ball to get scored, but I mean that the Alumni are just playing heavy defense right now. They're not giving them the chance to try to figure out anything.
Oh yeah, they must have heard what I said about their defense and stepped it up. It's almost like they can have good offense or good defense, but they can't really seem to have both. You know, they've scored once this period compared to last period, so okay.
Lots of collisions going on down by the goal.
Let's see, 24 going to pass it over. Looks like he gave it to the other team's goalie. I don't know how smart of a... Oh, no, that was his goalie. I lied.
Number 43 with the ball, making his way down the field.
I can hear them laughing. It's definitely
got some stick check.
Friendly game. These guys are enjoying themselves out here, sort of playing with their friends. It's no stakes, nothing really to lose here. It's just...
Well, except your pride.
Well, yeah.
But we always have plenty of impact pride, so there's always more where that came
And this
from.
alumni game happens every year, so I'm sure whoever loses this year will be back and ready to fight next year, even stronger than they were.
Number 31 on the veterans.
Looks like almost
covers the ball.
2 guys from the same team almost ran into each other trying to get the ball. That needs a little more communication there, guys.
And the current team has recovered it. Number 23 with the ball.
Wow, made it almost completely across the half point of the field over to 31, who is going to run it over to the goal. There's a lot of defensemen on him right now, but he's going to pass it over to his guy. See if they can make any plays and get the ball in the net.
And then launch it down the field.
Quarter is over. So it's looking like it's a current tie game, correct?
That is correct. Both the alumni and the current team are tied 8-8, which creates a lot of pressure going into the fourth quarter. Again, these teams cannot be tied, otherwise it goes into sudden death. And by sudden death, that'd be the first team who scores wins the game. But I don't think it'll get that far. We've seen so much fast-paced action. By the end of this quarter, by the end of the fourth quarter, we could see a last-minute score.
Oh yeah, I do not doubt that there will be a last-minute goal. And because it is between third and fourth quarter, there won't be a lot of time between the quarters, just enough for the guys to get some water, chill out for a little bit, and then get back on the field. Looks like they're all sort of hanging out together right now.
And we also can take a look at how good this team actually is, both current and former members of this squad. The fact they're able to match each other's goals, goal for goal, is fantastic. But it's time to go into the fourth quarter soon. So again, we'll see you soon. My name is Andre.
And I'm Tally.
All right, we'll be back with you in just a moment.
BetterThanEd.org.
Hi there. You might wonder what a famous Hollywood celebrity like me is doing reading in the dark. Is this some new sort of Hollywood method acting? No, this is quite real.
Did you know that Americans use about 4 times as much energy per year as the global average? We waste energy left and right, despite the fact that the dirty fossil fuels we use to power our energy sources wreak havoc on the natural world and destroys valuable wildlife habitats.
By reading with my solar-powered night vision goggles, I'm saving energy and looking sleek.
You don't have to sit in the dark like Ed Begley Jr. to save the world. Fight climate change by speaking up for cleaner, smarter energy, including rooftop solar.
Oh, that's way better. Oh.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at BetterThanEd.org.
Meet Blue. Blue's not feeling well. The prescription? Generic medication. Blue wonders, do they really work as well as name brands? Yes, generics and name brand medications do work the same. Even though they may look different, generics have the same key ingredients. FDA approval is equally rigorous for generics to make sure they're as safe and effective as name brands. And Blue even saves some green, making him a little less, well, blue. Talk to your doctor about generics and visit fda.gov/generic drugs.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with a sun protection factor, or SPF, of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are...
And we're back. Welcome back to the men's alumni lacrosse game with the current team versus the alumni. We have the alumni trying to score on, I believe, the right side now, and the current team trying to score on the left. This is the fourth quarter, and we're currently going in 8-8. I'm Tally.
I'm Andre.
And it looks like the alumni are coming off strong. Or no, I'm sorry. The current team are coming off strong, and the ball is already out.
Yeah, they tried to get a quick goal there. They try to take things out of an even setting. They want to get the upper hand in this fourth quarter, and they want to really kind of lead that. They want to lead the pace for how this fourth quarter goes. We've seen an intense contest between these two sides, and I don't think it'll let up until the very last seconds of the game.
Oh yeah, and maybe even into overtime. You know, earlier in the game I said I was highly doubtful that it'll go into overtime, but now it's really looking like it will, with each goal being answered with another goal from the other team. You know, it's definitely been an even playing field, especially after that second quarter where the alumni team got quite a few goals and evened up the match, and then even managed to pull ahead for a little bit there. All right, so it's looking like the alumni team, has possession of the ball. They're going to try and run it over to the other side of the field.
Number 24 tossing it down the field for the veterans.
Wow, these guys are not, super not catching their passes or getting, hey, you good there? You're just going to throw it off the, what are you doing?
Multiple attempts by both sides to recover the ball.
Just kind of scooping it along the field. You know, hey goalie, don't get out. Stay in your goal. That's how bad things happen. All right, let's see, where's the ball? All right, it's looking like number 11 on the alumni team has the ball. He's going to try and run it through, either make a goal or pass it. He's going to pass it over to one of his teammates behind the goal, number 30.
And the question we have to ask ourselves is, who's going to step up on either side to ensure the victory for their team?
Exactly. You know, we've seen a lot come out of number 22 and number 1 on the current team. And we've had one injury on the alumni team. You know, maybe these guys aren't wanting to play as hard just because they're worried that they'll also get injured.
Yeah, I mean, when you're matching, each team, like we said, goal for goal, then I think you need the extra bit, out of bounds once again.
Yeah, it was a botch pass there.
But you need that extra bit of, if you're matching each goal, goal for goal, you need the extra something. You need somebody to put you over the top. So we just have to ask ourselves which one of these team members on either side is going to step up and ensure the victory for their team and ensure bragging rights against either the veterans or the current team.
Yeah, exactly. There's not a lot at stake here because it's just an alumni, sort of a friendly team, friendly game. You've seen throughout the game kind of the guys goofing around and talking to each other when they're waiting in between periods and such. And so, at the end of the day, it's really just a bunch of guys that already know each other and know each other's strategies and everything, and are probably just going to go, get dinner together after the game. They've played together for years now, and they definitely know how each other play.
Number 21 with the ball. Pass it over to number 22 on the current team.
It sounds like a herd of elephants running after the ball at sometimes.
Number 22 on the current team, pass to number 1, and then back to number 21 on the current team.
And again, this is the last quarter, so this is really sort of their last opportunity to try and pull the score ahead. But number 13, the goalie on the alumni team, has really pulled it forward and, blocked that goal, which seemed like it could have been such an easy goal, but he managed to avoid it happening.
And then despite that collision and all the confusion, the current team has the ball once again. Back to number 21.
Going to pass it over to number 23, and the goalie's going to push it out of bounds.
That was a really nice attempt. He had really good clearance. He just couldn't connect the shot with the goal.
Exactly. I'm not entirely sure if either the goalie bumped it out or if it just went past the goal. It was kind of difficult to see from where we're sitting, but either way, an attempt was made. These guys are really ramped up. They're super excited. This is going to be a fun game. It's preseason, sort of the start of the lacrosse year. Number 1 over to number 22, kind of our 2 star players that we've seen throughout the game. We've just seen a lot of them sort of trying to connect shots, and he way missed the goal, and it is out of bounds.
And you have to kind of wonder, with this fourth quarter going on, because these are the last minutes of the game, if they're just trying to take any shot they can.
Exactly.
Whether they're just trying to see an opportunity.
Well, yeah, no, they are.
Yeah.
What was that? The ball is barely back in play, and they already trying to shoot it back into the goal.
That plays into what I was saying before, as far as them just trying to get the ball in the goal, trying to take whatever shot they can. With the defense being ramped up incredibly, exponentially, just take whatever shot you can to get in.
Yeah, at the same time, though, their passes are getting a lot sloppier, and they're not really connecting them like they should be, so the ball is going out every 10 seconds or so.
Yeah.
It looks like the Alumni team has possession of the ball again. Let's see if they can get it off their side of the field.
And I'm sure they all are very tired. They've been lobbing the ball around the whole match.
Yeah.
And in the fourth quarter here, it's got to work. You got to do a real number in your arms.
Yeah. And just give him a hug. That's fine. Thrown back in by one of the parents on the side. I can hear the guys kind of laughing and running around like they're definitely having a lot of fun. All right, and the game is back in play. It's back over to 23 on the current team.
Oh, a lot of stick checking going on and body checking there.
Just a lot of general aggression and violence, which tends to happen with the whole lacrosse thing.
I'm just waiting for somebody to accidentally drop kick someone else.
I know. There's already been one injury, one or two sticks dropped. These sticks have to take a lot. I've seen a couple hockey sticks break in my day, but I haven't really seen a lacrosse stick break, so you have to wonder, if they're made of the same stuff. All right, it looks like the Alumni team's goalie has the ball. He's going to chuck it just as far as he can under the other side. Oh, and his team member did not make the pass.
And the current team has recouped the ball.
It was a good little spin move by number 22 on the current team. Going to pass it over to the current goalie and pass it over to number, I believe, 2. Yep, on our team, or on the current team. Getting covered by one of the Alumni, so he's trying to kind of find a way around, maybe get a goal, maybe get a pass. We'll sort of see where he takes it. Or a pass over to number 1, over to number 9. Try and confuse out the Alumni's defense and make a hold that'll allow them to score.
And he slings it right over the goal, number 9 for the current team. I think he may have been aiming for the trees behind the fence.
Yeah, honestly. Or the, what are those, tennis courts down there? Or a little fenced-in garden? All right, number 9 with our team is going to be running back through with the ball. And pass it over to number 19. Over to, oh, something happened. It looks like possession was passed over to the Alumni team, who's going to pass it over to their goalie, try and get it as far away from their goal as possible in these last few minutes just to try and get a goal on their end. Where is the goalie going? He's going on a field trip. All right, here we go. Ooh, that was a good catch by number 98 on the Alumni team. All right, over to number 16.
Yeah, the coordination on this team is just absolutely immaculate.
Oh, yeah, definitely. These passes are connecting a lot better than the current teams, and I think it might just be because they've been playing lacrosse for longer. These guys are all Alumni, they're all older.
Oh, and the current team has it again. They're making a rush down the field.
Lots of shouting happening. Let's see. Oh!
And the current team tries to go for the goal. Number 23 shot it, but it was, I believe it hit the goalpost. Is that right, Tally?
Yeah, that definitely hit the goalpost. It was a barely miss. That would have gone in if it was just an inch to the right. Let's see if number 11 can. Yeah, and he makes it.
Goal.
It's now 8-9.
Again.
8-9 for the veterans. It's looking like they might take the game with the amount of time left. I'm not entirely sure. It's probably only a couple minutes, but I highly doubt that the current team can manage to make another goal within these next couple minutes here that they have with the way they've been playing the rest of this period.
I don't know. I don't know that we can say that just yet because the game is moving so fast. We're seeing teams score after score. Either side scoring, both they're answering these goals.
Yeah, you're completely right.
They both want to, and they are both very hungry for this. So I wouldn't count out the current lacrosse team just yet.
Yeah, no, you're completely right. It's more just kind of a wait and see. This game is really up in the air. It's definitely a neck and neck, probably because it's all the same team. But it's like the current team. Oh no, the current team has the ball, number 31. Let's kind of see how he does. He's getting slashed out a little bit by sticks, but it is not deterring him. He's going to pass it over to number 9 on the current team.
Now, they should be careful with how they're swinging the sticks, because you swing them too low, you can incur a penalty for trying to trip somebody up.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, there's also they're not wearing any shin guards or anything, and you can definitely injure someone with those sticks. So you have to be careful, especially since they're playing against their friends right now. You don't want to break your friend's shin.
Yeah. Oh,
all right, number 1 trying to go in with the goal, and he makes it.
Now the game is tied 9-9.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely eating my words now. It's looking like it's going to go into overtime at this rate, with every goal being answered by another goal.
And that was number 1, I believe. He just scored that goal.
Yes, you're correct.
Great play, fantastic play.
Yeah.
And great little comeback on their part.
Yeah, definitely. You know, the current team hasn't been playing the best this period, but they managed to pull it through and get a goal. You know, their accuracy's definitely improved with the passes and the shots and stuff. And everyone seems to have taken their time to get over to the face-off. Just whenever you're ready. All right. There we go.
All right, back at the face-off once again.
Yep. Okay, and they're off. It's like the fight for the ball, and it looks like the veteran team is going to get it. Yep, the alumni team has the ball. They're going to try and sort of get it off their side of the field, because that's when they really shine. Because as soon as they're on offense, they know what's up. Well, and they missed the goal. Bounce off the bounce post.
That was number 98 who just attempted that goal. He wanted to try to break that tie and send them into the lead in these last minutes.
Yeah, that was number 98. He's trying to make it through, but he did bounce it off the goalpost. The alumni team is coming through back to number 98. It was a good catch by number 11 on the alumni team. Pass over to number 16. Ooh. Number 39 from the current team seems to have gotten the ball. He's going to pass it over to his goalie, who's going to, or no, I'm sorry, it's another one of the defensemen who's going to try and get it onto the other side of the field with number 31.
Number 31 on the current team making its way down the field. Passes number 23.
Ooh, and that was a good interception by an unnumbered alumni player. I guess they ran out of numbered jerseys.
That's his name, Blank, man.
Yeah. He's one of the guys that's only wearing padding and a jersey, no undershirt. It's definitely got to be cooler than everyone else out here. All right, number 13 over to number 5 on our team, or on the current team.
Okay, we have number 1 with the ball once again.
And there is a flag thrown. I believe there was
a penalty going on.
Slashing or tripping. Wow, okay, our guy is on the ground, and that is why you do not slash with your stick. It can definitely incur a lot of injury if you're not careful.
That's exactly what I was saying before. They need to watch how they're throwing these sticks around, because if they do end up tripping up, you can't incur that penalty.
Yeah, I mean, he's up. He's totally fine. But, like, you never really know what's going to happen. You know, there's no padding or minimal padding in lacrosse. You know, it's not like hockey where you're just this tons of padding. So you just really have to be careful here.
Yeah, and these penalties, depending on the severity of it, they can range anywhere between 30 seconds all the way up to 3 minutes. You don't want a crucial member of your team on the sidelines for that long. That's why they have to be careful with every movement. Every movement has to be completely calculated.
Yeah. Is the current team man up right now? Did the alumni get a penalty?
No, I don't.
I'm trying to count the guys. They're all running around.
I'm thinking that he just threw the flag out to allow him to get off the field, but I don't see anybody that's been removed. I didn't see anybody walk off the field except for the guy who has leg injured.
Yeah. Looks like number 12 on the current team. Going to pass over to number 27. It's moving around too much. Yeah, number 27. I mean, he doesn't have it anymore. Yep, now he does.
Number 22 with the current team with the ball, passing number 12. And he slings it and he misses.
And he misses the goal. So they're really trying to just break this tie up right now with these last couple minutes left in the period. All right, pass over to number 23. He's going to pass over number 12, get over number 22. Over number 27, they're just going to try and... Oh, well, that just fell out of his net. All right, let's see if they can get it in the goal in these last few minutes. If either team can really get it in the goal, because otherwise it's going to go to a sudden death overtime.
Number 12, back to number 22 in the current team.
The goalie is ready, taking a stance.
Number 22 with the ball again, and he slings it and misses.
The goalie catches it. He's going to run sort of behind the goal, check it out over to his team.
We have the veteran who launches the ball into the crowd.
And throw it into one of the dads, I believe. Number 43 from the, I'm just kidding. Number 12 from the current team has the ball. He's going to throw it into his team. It's a connected pass. One of the first ones I've seen all period.
Oh. They move it in to score, and he misses. The current team misses the goal. I think it's number 30 who attempted that goal. Yep, it's number 30. At this point, it's got to be more the conditioning that drives these teams, or that drives these sides of the same team. I mean, it's got to be a desire to win.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you can definitely hear them calling each other by their first names and such out there. Like they.
Number 12 with the ball again. Oh, lots of hard checking going on here.
Sort of trying to juke him out, pass over to number 22, going to get it over to number...
I think number 30 has that ball.
Is that 30?
Yeah, it's number 30. Launches it to number 12. And number 22 back with the ball again. Back to 21. They are really trying to find a way. The defense is up. Defense is very intense right now. They sling it.
Sling it directly into the goalie's net.
What a great play by the veteran goalie.
Oh, yeah. That was a great catch.
We talk about the ones who keep scoring, but we can't. We have to give credit to these goalies. I mean.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the amount of shots they've saved.
Yeah, exactly.
Looks like the ball is out of bounds, and the current team is going to have it. He's trying to get it around the goal. He's going to pass it over to number 1, who's been doing a lot of the just general playmaking right now. He's going to pass it over to number 9, who's going to pass it back over to number 1. And we'll just sort of see how this goes in these last few minutes.
They're really trying to fill each other out. They want to know which way the wind's going to blow with this by the end of this game.
Exactly.
Number 12 with the ball again. They really want to angle the shot. They really want the shot. They're trying to maneuver, make all the plays they can to get this goal.
Both teams are definitely getting a little more violent, a little more risky with their physicality here. You know, trying to do whatever they can to either get the goal or make sure the goal doesn't happen.
Well, like number 19 was trying to move in to score, but then he had to throw the ball away.
Yeah, just sort of rolled away for a bit. No one really caught it.
That pressure's moving up. Oh, number 9 launched the ball and he misses right over the goal.
It's a pretty big net, guys. I mean, I can't do that, but I'm here to comment, and you keep missing.
I feel like you can almost hear that net groan every time the ball gets slung at it.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see how the Alumni's goalie tosses the ball out. There already seems to be a little bit of a fight midfield, which was pointless because he tossed it to one of his defensemen. He's going to try and run it around. Oh, okay. He runs it
around. Lots of stick checking going on here.
Or current team. Wow, this defenseman is really running forwards. He's out of his area.
Number 8 in the veterans did not stop all the stick checking. He still kept moving forward to score.
It's turning into a game of golf for a second there, trying to scoop it up off the ground.
Number 98 with the ball again, tosses it over.
Good catch by, I can't see his number, red long sleeves. 30 something.
It's definitely turned to a chess match now. You got between the varying factors of energy, between the varying factors of playmaking, and then also trying to recoup that energy as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And fatigue, you have to try to. Oh, and the goal was missed by the veterans. You have to imagine it's a game of chess for them to try to find out how do we best score in our current state.
Oh yeah, and you know they're both trying to figure out ways around the other team. They're both exhausted. You know it's getting really hot out here with the sun.
Oh.
They're both teams are getting a little sloppy here, trying to, make these last-minute goals that really just aren't playing out for them.
And we just had the current team's goalie actually catch the ball. Oh, and that looks to be the end of the quarter.
Now, I don't know, because this is an alumni game, if they're going to go into an overtime or if they're just going to kind of leave it at a, I believe, 8-8 score.
The score is 9-9.
9-9.
Yeah.
I knew it was a tie. Oh, okay. Gonna get a hug out there. It's looking like they are not going to go into overtime.
So it looks to be a draw then.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the game doesn't really have any stakes. It's just sort of a friendly match and just to get everyone warmed up. Yep. All right, it looks like the game is over.
Looks to be a testament to the skill that they tied this game, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. With the amount of answering goals and the just pure force of the offense on the current team, you know, we're definitely going to be looking forward to some good gameplay with the upcoming season.
That's all you can really ask for here. It's just, you know, a show of good sportsmanship between brothers in the field. Despite being on opposite ends today, they are still one team, whether they're former or current players. They're still all Wolfpack. Exactly.
And so with that, I believe we're going to be wrapping it up. So again, I am Tally.
My name is Andre. I was your play-by-play commentator.
And I'm Good Color.
And we're here at Method Field. And go Pack, and we'll catch you guys in the next game.